guys, it is me Mila, and in today's video I will be doing what substrates you should use for your bearded dragons. A lot of these are very controversial. Some of these people just don't like. I'm just going to be sharing what other people have said about them because I've only used like a couple things. Right now she's on sand. People don't like sand, but I think that it's good for her. But personally, this video is based off of just your opinion. So if you end up watching this video and don't agree with any of what I'm saying, I'm okay with that. But make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time that I post. And I post every Monday at 12 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, let's get right into this video. I'm gonna try to hurry up, but yeah. So I'm gonna be reading off of here, so I'm sorry if I look down, but I want to read it word for word because that's why I wrote it down. So there's two categories. There's loose and solid substrates. So people think that any amount of loose substrate can impact them, which is true. Yes, if they eat a lot, they can get impacted. But no, if they eat small amounts when they're eating their food, it's not that bad, if you understand. So yeah, but if they do get impacted and they have a loose substrate, try to figure out what your temperature is in your tank, because that could be affecting them, because if it's not warm enough, they can't properly digest the food, which makes sense. The things to avoid are to stay away from calcium sand, because they will just eat the sand to get their calcium, which you should be putting calcium inside of their food. So they should not be getting 2 things of calcium at all times. So, but yeah, they'll eat it thinking that it's like good for them when it's really not, because it's still sand. So yeah. The next thing is crushed walnut shells. So you avoid this like a lot, I'm guessing. You should avoid this. And the reason why is that it is known to be sharp and can cut from inside. That there is scary, and I don't think it feels nice to be swallowing wood chips. So just don't put coconut husk, because it can cut them from the inside, because when they eat it, of course they're going to eat a little bit of their substrate. It's going to get in their body and cut them from the inside. I don't think that's comfortable, and I hope you don't want your bearded dragon to have to live like that. Yeah, that's not good. The next thing is play sand. Yes, people use play sand to put in their environments. Like by play sand, I'll put a picture of play sand. Some people do it. I'm not judging, to be honest. But it is easier to turn. It's easier for them to ingest, which it's really small. So them walking around probably can get it in their eye, their mouth, stuff like that. And try to mimic what they live in the wild. So like what they live on in the wild is like dirt, sand, and rocks. And if you are gonna use play sand, make sure to like put that in there with it, because you're mimicking what they live on in the wild. The next thing is play sand and soil. So I got some of these from Tyler Ruggie. I hope I'm saying. But and he said he uses play sand and soil. I wouldn't do it because I just don't feel like mixing 2 things when I could just use one. But he says he uses play sand and soil. It is not very loose because soil is kind of thick and it like makes a not so thin kind of substrate, you know. It's very compact, so it's not moving around because it's not all tiny. It's like stays in place. Soil, like when you pat it down, it's gonna be there for a while. Not gonna lie. Go look at your grass. That soil's probably been there a while. The next thing is that they can't eat a lot of the sand if there's soil in there, which makes sense because there's soil. But then they could also eat the soil. So yeah, you can make a bioactive tank, and it is easy to clean up. So you could probably just scoop it out of there, or like grab it out of there with the one section that it's in, and it won't be spread all around the tank. So that is a very good idea. Would I be doing it? Maybe in the future when I have enough time for a bioactive tank. But I do want to do that one day, giving her like a bioactive tank. I'll put a picture. They're really cool. They're really nice. Does it really mimic their environment? I guess it can in some cases. But the next one is Bio Dude. So these 2 things, I think, no. This one thing he had recommended. Bio Dude is a bioactive substrate, and it is mixed like the play sand and soil. I don't think it's play sand and soil. I think it's like 2 other things, because they're like a company that makes it. And it's like for a drier desert area. So yeah. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. If you're gonna use a loose substrate, you should do bioactive. I don't, so.
So the 3 things from this to avoid are walnut shells, calcium sand, and eco earth on their own.
The next ones are solid substrates. Okay, so tile. That is the best option. Have I done tile? No, but you can pick them up from Home Depot. And they have like free samples. So go ham. Tile is the best one. And then there's paper towel. And then there's non-adhesive shelf liners, which is also another best option. And then there's carpet. Okay, so first one is tile. I'm just gonna be reading them off of here because these, it's kind of a lot. Okay, so for tile, there's no risk of ingesting the substrate because it's tile. The next one is this easy cleanup. You just pick it up off of the tile. You could get poop everywhere though. So if you know that your bearded dragon likes to poop and they step in it and then they walk all over the cage, maybe tile isn't the best because they will step in it and walk all over it, or their tail will drag in it. It just won't be pretty and it won't smell good because the poop will be everywhere. It may be not good for their limbs because many people have said that they like try to run on the tile and they can't really go anywhere because it's tile and their nails, so it messes up their limbs. But other than that, and you could put other decor inside. So people put like stairs, or they put like rocks and stuff like that. So it's not bad if you have other stuff in there. It is not most natural. It's tile. It's like a human. So unless you put stuff in there. And they can't dig with tile. That is very natural. And if it's a girl, they can't have like their eggs and stuff. So I feel like that's kind of important to have. I'd hope. The next thing is paper towels. This is mainly recommended for babies and juveniles, which I use these. They really work. You just have to change them. So it's for babies and juveniles. It's very easy cleanup. You just take them out of there, put a new one, put all decorations back, and that's it. It's not really seen for adults because they're adults. Like, they should have a nice thing. And I wouldn't say they don't poop as often. They do. But it's not really used for adults. It doesn't look very attractive. It's paper towel. There's nothing attractive to paper towels, so yeah, sorry. And then non-adhesive shelf liners. So these are very easy to clean up because they just stick to the bottom, and it is the same as paper towels. It is the same as paper towels and tile. So like all of what I said basically goes for that. And the last one is carpet. Mainly like recommended for trained bearded dragons, like ones that have like know when to go poop, or you've trained them to a schedule. It gets a lot of bacteria. It's like your carpet in your house. It collects a lot of dirt and stuff. Their nails can get caught and rip them out, and that's not pretty. Just, yeah. And it's not easy cleanup. If they do poop and they're not trained, they're gonna poop on the carpet. The carpet's gonna stink. It's gonna collect all this bad stuff. So carpet is not recommended for many people and many reasons other than that. But I know Pansy Pan, she has like grass carpet in her thing, but her bearded dragon like poops outside. I know. I'll leave her link in the description. But yeah, so avoid carpet for solid substrate. So that is all the substrate that we have. I'm sorry that my bearded dragon videos are so long. I will start to not be explaining so much, but
For the loose substrates, the ones that you should not use are sand. No, you should not use calcium sand, walnut husk, or eco earth. I think that's the thing. And then for solid, it's just not carpet.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having an amazing morning, evening, or night, and that you're happy, healthy, and doing well wherever you are at. I hope you know that I love you. I hope you're having an amazing day. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.